Hey, this is Lorena, and I wanted to do a video for you on how I went ahead and put the quilt top, the January 2018 quilt top together. In this video, I also added 3 different designs that you can make this quilt top, what it could look like in 3 different designs, and I hand stitched the stems. I have kind of like little clips of that, and how I went ahead and created a template to make the leaves for the design. So yeah, this kind of video has a lot in it. I really do thank you for watching, and please join Lorena's Quilting Facebook group if you would like the pattern once you see this quilt. It is beautiful. And also too, I think in February, hopefully I'll put it on my long arm and I'll do some videos on how I'm quilting it and how I'm designing it. I kind of like the interaction. It puts some pressure on me to do the work. See you in the putting together. All right, see you. So this design does not have a border, and originally this is how I wanted to do the quilt block. This diamond area, this log cabin around, it just changed the way the quilt top will look. And this is what it would look like with a border or without a border. This is the design I decided to make my quilt into. This is design number 3, okay? So when I'm building my quilt top, I'm going to go ahead and fold my paper or tape something over my paper so I know what my row looks like. Sewed this section, these 2 pieces together, and now and then put the whole row together. Okay, so I'm going to start building this row. I went ahead and I have the center 4 pieces put together, and now I'm going to add this side piece right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do this to make sure that I don't lose those points. I'm going to go ahead and pin on the line here, right there. I'm going to flip my material over. If you see this seam right here, this is where your point connects, right there. You're going to make sure that you go right above this intersection right there. Either on it, like right on it, I don't know if you can see that, you probably can't, but right on it or right on top of it. Okay, one of the things or reasons why I like sewing visually so I could see this area of the quilt is because as you're sewing, you can make sure that you stitch right above. You can see the points that you want to see. So here you see the center row, which is this part of the quilt, completely done. Going to rotate it in this position, and then this is going to go face down. So this is a donut from Superior Thread. This has all this variety of colors, and this thread is so fine, and you could buy these online. And you could, what I love about them is I do a lot of applique, and it has a huge variety of different thread colors. So I have a donut, that's what they call it at Superior Thread. Also too, the kind of needles that I like are size, it's called a straw needle, and they're size 9. They're really long, so you can turn over your material when you're doing applique. I thread the eye of the needle at the top of it. I put a knot where the eye of the needle is. There's a knot there. The tail end of my needle, lay it horizontally. Oh, let me see. Lay it horizontally like that. I don't know. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Then I twist it, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. Sometimes I want a thicker needle. And you pull all the way through. And there's your knot. Okay? That's how I do this. So I just pulled the knot through. It's in the back. And then I'm going to go pull my thread to the side. And then I'm going to go back exactly where I came, and I'm going up parallel. And then right where you pulled out is where you start again. Go out to the parallel side. You want to be right to the edge. And then I don't have to do this because this is already sewed down, but I'll go ahead and I'll just kind of weed it through. Then the way I tie off, it's you grab your thread, you go through only one layer, and pull up. Make like a little road. Here's where the knot was before. Just like that, and then you go back here. Now I'm doing it underneath the seams because there's like 3 seams right there. Okay, this is how my applique teacher taught me, but I purposely go back in one and do a double knot. And that's how you hand applique your stem. Isn't it beautiful? Nice and easy. So the tools you're going to need, it's a stiletto, a real sharp one, okay, a marking pencil so you can mark on your fabric. I use a paintbrush. I also use a little container and put some starch in it. And I have a pair of scissors that just, my kids got paper on them, and also a pair of scissors that can cut fabric. I also have my little iron. I love this little iron, but you can use your regular iron to do this. You don't need this. I just do a lot of applique, so that's why I purchased this. Freezer paper. Here you see the freezer paper. I got like 3 or 4 layers and ironed them together, and that's what I'm going to use to make this template. I'm going to get the material, and I'm going to try to cut a decent 1/4 all the way around. I'm just gonna pull it towards the iron. Look how beautiful that is. Then rotate it. Then I like to kind of keep that fold. And if you wanted to pin them, those with these little cute pins, like I said, this is my old way, but the way I do it is I get this beautiful Elmer's glue stick, and I go ahead and just kind of pounce it. Further away, maybe just right at the tip. I'm going to do this one right at the tip. Get your iron. You heat set everything in. Just like you heat set the stem. And now it's tacked in and it doesn't move on you. You kind of start in the middle of the stem. Just like that. And I'm not going underneath the fabric. And where you have your thumb, sometimes I use that as a guide of distance, like you see here. And here at the edge, I'm going to stitch twice. One, and then go back and stitch twice. Okay? Then I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to trim all this excess. See that? So we're here at the stem again. Sorry, I turned. So here we cut this piece off. You want to get your needle, that's why I like the long ones, and kind of tuck it in. And you kind of sweep in towards the 2 stitches that you just made. You don't pull too much. You don't want road bumps. That's what you want a nice, smooth, beautiful hand stitch. You don't want to see puckering. And you don't want to see this. And then right when I came up, I go back in. That. And I'm going to go ahead and continue and do that all the way through until I have everything on here. But that's how easy this is. So where I came, my thread comes out, I go back down, hold my thumb in that position, and come back up. Just go right to the edge of the fabric, but make sure you grab the fabric. Right where I came out. You can go in a little bit more. The way I like it is be as parallel as you can. Go down where you came up. And then when I get to this corner, see, and if you notice, I could be coming out too much. When I get to this corner, I do 2 stitches. And I call these anchor stitches. And making sure you get both fabrics. Then I go and I nip that extra material. Then I rotate my fabric that I'm working on. I get my needle and sweep in. I sweep in. And then once I've sweeped everything in, like that extra excess fabric, I do another anchor stitch. Make sure you sweep all of it in. Like a little bit. And then I do a small stitch. Now here it doesn't matter, but I like doing a small stitch. And then I start the same traveling process. Here's where I came out. I'm pretty much parallel to the fabric, but I come up onto underneath the applique piece. Just like that. To the end. And I like anchoring here. And then anchor one more time. and then travel to the end. Ow. This is what the stitching looks like. And this is what it looks like. A leaf hand appliqué. So this is row 1. And then this is row 2. Let me go back a little bit. Row 2. And then here's row 3. Row 4. This is what it looks like done. I really do hope you like this video. I'm so excited that in January I got to make this quilt top. It's my first design that I came up with. It's my first try. I'm trying to design something for February too. I may not make it as intense as this one because I want to quilt the quilt top. Also too, I'm going to add the border to it. I just need to make it. I already have the designs, but I need to figure out if I can make it. So I will probably put that video in February. Alright. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Bye. See you later. See you in the... Alright, bye.